Expanded reason for me is getting out of the little boxes that academia puts us into. So often we specialize to such a degree that people in different disciplines cannot talk with one another about what is important in life, how human beings ought to interact with one another. Even within the discipline of psychology, social psychologists have a difficult time talking with neurobiologists, as an example. And so the expanded notion is that those in theology, philosophy, education, and all the social sciences can begin to talk with one another, to understand each other and learn from one another, to really increase their knowledge. I study the topic of forgiveness at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. We had the honor of being the pioneers in the social scientific study of forgiveness. But that meant going back to theology and trying to understand what forgiveness is from the viewpoint of Hebrew, Jewish, Islamic, Buddhist, Hindu, Confucian approaches, for example. And then we had to understand, as Socrates would ask, what is it, this thing called forgiveness? And that brought us into philosophy. And we had to study philosophers' ideas in trying to define forgiveness. And then it was up to us in psychology to ask the question, how do you go about forgiving? So theology asks the why question. Why should we forgive? Philosophy asks the what is question. What is it? Psychology asks the question, how do you go about it? And then we apply the scientific method by helping people to forgive and then measuring whether they become better in their well-being, decreasing in anger, anxiety, and depression, and actually living better lives upon forgiving. And our science suggests and supports the hypothesis that forgiveness helps a lot in improving mental health. Well, I would say to think outside the box. Don't be too complacent in just simply conforming to what your discipline asks you to do. And to be creative, cross boundaries, ask questions that are not being asked in your own field, and learn from those who have come before you. In the medieval days, they used to use the expression, I am standing on the shoulders of giants. We in the social sciences truly can learn from the theologians, from the philosophers, from hundreds and even thousands of years past. And as we do that, perhaps our approach to the social sciences will become deeper, richer, and better.